Graduates, you may be seated. Welcome, graduates, family and friends, faculty, and our college administrators to the pinning ceremony of the Fall Nursing Class of 2022. The pinning ceremony is traditionally a rite of passage for nursing, and this class certainly deserves to be celebrated. And we are here to celebrate their completion of the Associate Degree in Nursing program here at the College of DuPage. I'd like to take a moment to thank individuals for their leadership and support. Dr. Brian Caputo, President of the College of DuPage. Dr. Mark Curtis Chavez, Provost of the College of DuPage. Dr. Lisa Stock, Assistant Provost of Instruction. Jim Bente, Vice President of Planning and Institutional Effectiveness, and also an RN. Dr. Diana Del Rosario, Assistant Provost of Student Affairs. Walter Johnson, Vice President of Institutional Advancement. Wendy Parks, Vice President of Public Relations, Communications, and Marketing. Ellen Roberts, Vice President of Administrative Affairs. Dr. Jared Dean, Dean of Nursing and Health Sciences. And Nora Sylvia, Director of Nursing. I would also like to thank our COD staff members who have played an integral role in these students' progression in our nursing program. Itri Papanicola, Nursing Program Support Specialist. Monica Coronado, Administrative Assistant. Melissa Erickson, Simulation and Lab Manager. Christy Calderero and Linda Henson, Simulation Technicians. And Kristen Aberman and Sammy Worth, Lab Assistants. A special thank you to our program co-chairs, Dr. Lorinda Dixon and Melissa McGovern. I'd also like to thank all of our adjunct faculty, and now our full-time faculty. Julie Alvin, Dr. Sarah Bourne, present. Jerry Brewer, Rosa Kaleo Melky, Dr. Lorinda Dixon, Julie Garcia, Dr. Barb Gavrin, Robert Hoffman, Donna Canick, Anna Kopel, Melissa McGovern, and Dr. Nancy Pedges. A special thank you goes out to the events and the media team for their assistance in putting together this pinning program. I'd also like to acknowledge COD graduates who have returned to the college and are here teaching, Professor Rosa Kalela Melky and Dr. Nancy Pedges.
Hello. I'd like to take a moment to share a brief history of nursing and the nursing pinning tradition. You guys didn't think we were going to let you go without a lecture, did you? So Florence Nightingale, named for the city where she was born in 1820, was an English nurse who trained and led nurses during the Crimean War in the mid-19th century. She worked to improve sanitation in hospitals, identifying the distinct correlation between cleanliness and improved health. So you get your nursing interventions and evidence-based practice. In the end, these practices, which she implemented, reduced the death toll by 2/3. As a result of her influence, the importance of nursing training was recognized and hospitals began developing nursing programs. Known as the Angel of Crimea, Florence Nightingale was awarded $250,000 by the British government, which she used to establish St. Thomas Hospital and Nightingale School of Nursing in London. Graduate nurses of the Nightingale School were awarded a badge with a Maltese Cross as they completed their studies. Schools of nursing evolved, and eventually each school developed its own pin and awarded a customized pin to their graduates. In the US, the first pin presented to graduating class happened in Bellevue Hospital in New York City in 1880. Today, our graduate nurses will receive the COD nursing pin, and the same pin that continues to be worn to graduates of COD nursing program for nearly 50 years. We acknowledge our nursing graduates that came back to return to us and teach with us, Dr. Kaleli Melki and Dr. Nancy Pedgetts. And later in the ceremony, the nursing graduates will join all registered nurses here today for the Nightingale Pledge, which unifies all nurses. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Professors Julie Elvin and Melissa McGovern, chosen by this class, to give the faculty address.
Welcome, everybody. And just in case you don't recognize me, it is me. Okay. Thank you so much. I really want to express the appreciation for picking myself and Julie Elvin to be up here to give your faculty address. Truly a great moment, and one of the few times I'm truly nervous talking to you guys about anything. Yes. But what I do want to tell you guys is that I am so proud of you. You've done amazing things up to this point under many obstacles. I want you to make sure that in your future, you started from very small beginnings. It was so tough.
Keep that up there.
Yeah. But to keep reaching, to keep striving, to keep looking for those next challenges, and to continually moving towards those next goals. It is so important that you continue to move forward in your education and in your lives so that you can be those next inspirations for the next series of nurses that will be coming through. Because truly, I see it all in every one of you, that you'll be able to reach out and touch someone's life and make it that much better, to improve their situation, and then to carry it forward for the next generation. The one quote that I did find that I truly thought was appropriate was from Oliver Wendell Holmes, because you guys get to do quotes with your pictures, so I wanted to do one too. I find that great things in this world is not so much where we stand as in the direction that we are moving. To reach the port of what we want, we must sail sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it. But we must sail. We may not drift, nor lie at anchor. Continually look and strive for that next opportunity. You guys are going to do great things. Thank you.
Okay, mine is a little bit longer than Professor McGovern's. But anyway, I want to thank, welcome everyone. And as some of you who don't know me, I am a full-time nursing faculty at COD, and I am honored to speak today on behalf of the nursing faculty. First of all, I want to resonate what Professor McGovern said. I want to congratulate you, the graduating class of December 2022. We are so proud of you. So, as the students know well, they've had to write reflection assignments throughout the nursing program. They had to do many of these during their last course, 2340, right? And in the last weeks, I've been grading these, and in doing these, I couldn't help but reflect on the characteristics that stand out to me about this graduating class. So I decided to do a reflection on the class of December 2022. And the reflection assignments generally consist of 5 to 7 questions, as you guys well know. But for the sake of time, I'm only going to do 4. okay? So for question 1, the question is, nursing school is generally fast-paced, often requires much commitment and self-sacrifice to meet the challenges that come with this. Please provide examples you have witnessed of the class of December 2022 that supports this. And this is my answer. I have witnessed a major transformation of these students from the time we first met 2 years ago. Although we initially met virtually, the excitement they demonstrated was palpable. They eagerly anticipated the challenges as we clearly let them know what they were. In a few short weeks, I tell you, some had doubts on whether this was such a great idea to go to nursing school. And I'm sure they felt like I did, and most nursing students feel, self-doubt. The question of, what did I get myself into? And how come all the other students in the college do not have to study like nursing students have to? That was my thought when I was a nursing student. I clearly remember all my friends having fun, and I was working very hard. So I watched them navigate nursing school by being supportive of one another. Now they have built lifetime friendships with each other and demonstrate effective teamwork. When a nurse says, "We went to nursing school together," it really means that this person was a part of my nursing school success, and they share a special bond. Many of you have relied on the support of your families who had to pick up extra to accommodate their nursing student for their surmounting workload at school. I'm sure it was not easy to live with them either, you guys. I'm sure, especially when they had to prepare for a test out or an exam. I also witnessed our faculty, as myself, provide support, guidance, and encouragement, telling you that you could do this. Sometimes our job is like being a cheerleader when it seemed to be unachievable. Some of you got to hear my own personal stories, and as you guys know, I'm known to tell a lot of stories about things, so about how I survived nursing school, because I, like you, was challenged in nursing school too, as most nurses. I also want to thank all of the nurses out there who have provided this for our nursing students as well. I know we have all lived through this adventure ourselves, so we could relate. And the obstacles was, I've seen this group navigate obstacles due to mandated remote learning because of the COVID epidemic. And the picture that you saw earlier, this is how the students had to test out for their physical assessment. As you could see, quite interesting, right? They had the video. Do you guys remember this? Yeah. Okay. Some of you guys use stuffed animals. Some use family members. Your ingenuity and creativity of the students is impressive. I feel confident that they will continue to be creative and find new ways to provide great nursing care. Again, we are thankful to the family members who made it possible for this by actually stepping in and being the patient, so thank you. The second question is, what evidence do you have that indicates these graduates value safe nursing practices? Our December 2022 graduates have demonstrated that patient safety is highly important. Safe nursing practices have been consistently integrated into each of the nursing courses. Simulation also provided opportunity to learn from one another in various realistic situations in which safety was always emphasized. Simulations have consistently also challenged their critical thinking skills and allowed them to learn in a realistic hospital-like setting. And the best part is that it is without putting anyone at risk. So if they made a mistake, it was okay, right? Lab also provided opportunity to learn procedures and tasks safely as well, and clinicals. I've witnessed these graduates practice safe care by using safe administration medication practices. They have proved their understanding for the use of protocols based on research evidence to also guide the practice. And in reading their reflections for 2340 regarding patient safety, I can validate now that they see situations through the eyes of a professional nurse. Third question, I'm almost done. Do you feel that these graduates will be patient advocates both at the bedside and the community? Yes, I have seen these graduates advocate for themselves and their fellow students. I believe they will be strong patient advocates speaking up for their patients and actively seeking and speaking out for the care that they need. They are not afraid to ask questions. They know that being a patient advocate takes courage, and I know the future of their patients, they are in good hands. They clearly know that the relationship between the patient and the nurse is sacred, and they are ready to take that on. With each passing semester, I witness not only academic growth, but I witness professional growth. They have developed into good critical thinking skills, and they are thinking like nurses. I have enjoyed watching these changes, along with the rest of the faculty. With all the challenges that nursing school has provided them, I am confident that they feel the challenges they endured are worth the outcome of being an exceptional professional nurse. And my last question is, and this one got a little bit wordy, but what are the last parting words that you want to give to this class? And I kind of interviewed some of the staff, and I've come up with a few parting words. So today, I want you to embrace yourself with a sense of pride and accomplishment. 2, I want you to know that every time I saw you, and I'm sure I'm speaking of the whole faculty, every time I saw that you had an aha moment and, oh, now I get it, I was inspired. Remember to recognize and thank those who have supported you on this journey. It's 3. 4, as you begin your nursing career, find a mentor. Having a mentor will provide you unconditional support and open doors as you begin your nursing career. And remember to provide recognition of your mentors and thank them. Like your other support systems, they will be invaluable to your success. And then 5 is remember that being a new nurse can be challenging. Be kind to yourself. It can take you longer to do tasks, and it's okay as a new nurse to have periods of self-doubt as you begin your nursing career. As you gain experience, remember what it's like to be new and do for the next new nurses what you found to help you as a new nurse. So pass it on. Practice self-care. You will provide the best care when you are caring for yourself as well. And then 7, to be an effective nurse requires your personal commitment to lifelong learning. Please remember your formal nursing education to continue it by obtaining your BSN. You already did the hard work here, so just go get that. And after today, and this, I'm sorry, we can't stop with this, but after today, you need to seriously take on the challenge of passing NCLEX, okay? I know we keep pounding it into you guys. We don't stop, but you have worked so hard, and having your nursing license is necessary to begin to what you worked so hard to prepare to do. And then 9, your nursing faculty takes personal pride in your career and successes and experiences. Please keep in touch with us. And my last parting words are, every day you will provide nursing care for your patients, and you will be given the opportunity to make a difference. What an amazing career you have chosen. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie and Melissa. Now I invite nursing graduate Misael Contreras, chosen by his class, to give the student class address.
Hello, everyone. My name is Misael. I want to thank everyone for being here today, making time to join us on this special day. It is really a privilege and an honor to be up here right now to speak in front of family, friends, teachers, mentors, and fellow students. It was a long journey of prerequisites and a very long 2 years of nursing school. I want to say congratulations to all of you because we did it. From the first day of orientation, we were very nervous. We were overwhelmed about all the reading assignments we had to do before the first day of class. And we had all that nervousness to our last exam to start in our capstone. It all feels like a blur, but also like a blink of an eye. But now we are here at graduation. We are one NCLEX away from becoming nurses. I want to take this time now to say a few thank yous. First, I want to say thank you to the faculty members, shaped us to be the students and the nurses, NCLEX pending, of course, that we are today. It is because of our instructors, they have given us the skill set and the knowledge in the classroom to be able to critically think and take care of our patients. They have also shown in clinical setting to help us focus in on our skills, such as doing our checks for the medication, making sure our head to toe, and focusing on our patients. They also advocated for us to gain as much experience as we can in clinical. So thank you. Next, I want to say thank you to all our friends and family that may have supported us during nursing school. They were able to see firsthand the stress it took on our lives, juggling between lecture, clinicals, lab, reading assignments, exams, and projects, along with our day-to-day life and work. We all have had someone that has helped us through school one way or another, and with their support, we are where we are today, at the finish line. Finally, I want to thank my peers. 2 years ago on Zoom, we were all strangers, we came from different backgrounds, and we did not know what to expect. We were lost, confused, our anxiety was through the roof, and we had no idea how we could get through this. Eventually, we came together in lab for the first time for core concepts, and we started to form study groups and started learning off of each other, because we did get through this together. Along with that, having our first sim together, not knowing what to do when our fake patient started to have trouble breathing, but we had that confidence to know that we had a partner to support us. Along with that, from cramming to all of our exams when our instructors told us specifically not to do that, and walking into clinical setting together for the first time, not knowing what we were going to expect. But we went through this together. Going through all this has made us used to a teamwork dynamic, which is crucial as a nurse. We learn how to work well, make connections to achieve one goal, and that is to help others. So I want to say thank you to all of you. Next, I want to talk about overcoming obstacles or changing life circumstance for the better. Nursing school was very difficult. Many view nursing school as a traumatic event. Many of us here have overcome many obstacles, such as learning English, moving, or being the first in your family to graduate college. Others have had life changes, such as getting married or having a kid during the program, which amazes me. So to say the least, that the last 2 years have been hard is an understatement. I am very impressed by each and every one of you because we all showed that we have what it takes to get here through making sacrifices and doing what needs to get done in order to get where we are today. Hard work, determination, sleepless nights, constant stress, and maybe a few tears, but we are here. We have all proven to ourselves that we do have what it takes to be a nurse. No matter how much we have doubt in ourselves, we can do it. So, one message that I say today that I hope sticks to us is don't fall into that trap of imposter syndrome. We all may have felt it one way or another when we first started or when we took our last exam, and we may feel it when we take the NCLEX. But say to yourself that I can do this because we made it this far and we have already proven to ourselves that we do have what it takes to be a nurse. So when we are at our first job and we get our first patient assignments, say to yourself, I can do this because we can. Be sure to ask questions and learn as much as you can during your orientation and your precepting shifts because like nursing school, nursing is about making connections and helping others. So making sure that we build our teamwork to focus on that one goal, and that is to help others. So now that graduation is here, what do we have to look forward to? Well, luckily, this is the end of one journey, being a student, and the start of a next, being a nurse. The beautiful part of being a nurse is we are in control of how our future looks like. So I want to ask my peers this. Where do you guys see yourself 1 year from now? How about 5 years? What about 10? Where are you guys going to be? I know many of you want to get your NP. Some may want to get into education and teach the next generation of nurses, and others may want research-based work. As a nurse, you have the ability to change lives every day. So one day you may be that one nurse that motivates a young person to be a nurse because we provide compassionate care to them or their family. Our choices are endless. Another question I want to ask to my peers is this: why did I become a nurse? Hold on to that reason. On day 1 of being a nurse or on year 10 of being a nurse, remind yourself of that, because we need to make sure that we have the motivation to continue taking care of our patients and ourselves. As a nurse, like Professor Elvin said, we need to see one, do one, and teach one. We have a lot to be proud of. During these last 2 years, we overcame fear, anxiety, countless of exams, and what did we learn? We learned how to tackle the problem. In this case, it was nursing school, and we came out stronger, and we formed bonds and friendships. So I want to show everyone here one quick sign in ASL. This means relationship, bond, connect. It means a lot of different things depending on how you use it. So I want to ask you guys, how are we all connected? Yeah, nursing school. So we will forever remember our schooling and our shared experiences with the people in this room. We are like this sign. You can't break it. So sharing this moment with all of you in the last 2 years, we will forever be connected. I have never been more proud of my peers and myself than I am today. We started off as strangers, and we became close friends. We have worked more than 2 years for this very day. December 10th is our day, a day we can remember of accomplishment, fulfillment, and working diligently towards a goal, becoming a nurse. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Misael. Okay, at this time, I invite Associate Professors Donna Canick and Julie Alvin, advisors for Alpha Delta Nu, the National Honor Society, for the National Honor Society induction.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to give just a little history on Alpha Delta Nu, just a couple of moments. The Roe chapter of the Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society was chartered here at the College of DuPage in 2012 on September 24th. Criteria for being a member of the Honor Society includes an overall GPA of 3.0 or greater for courses in the AAS degree for nursing, earning minimally a B in all nursing courses, and being in good standing in the nursing program. Upon acceptance of the invitation to join Alpha Delta Nu, each candidate additionally agrees to complete minimally 8 hours of service to our community. This semester, students have fulfilled their service hours with a variety of activities, including Feed My Starving Children, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation 5K held here on our campus, Toys for Tots, the Versity Blood Drive held again here on our campus, and then serving within our own College of DuPage nursing community by being a mentor in our peer student mentorship program, as well as serving as student representatives on nursing faculty committees each month. I want to acknowledge and thank our Honor Society officers for their leadership: President Sophie Langen, Vice President Abigail Atkinson, and Secretary Kayla Jean Pierre. Now, I want to congratulate and recognize the accomplishments of our 12 outstanding students, the members of the Alpha Delta Nu Roe chapter for fall 2022.
President Sophie Langen. Vice President Abigail Atkinson. Secretary Kayla Jean Pierre. Mia Allegado. Gina Cates. Ling Ding. Yuan Gao. Denisha Godwin Itera. Jess Kelly. Ariel Perez. Nicole L. Rodriguez. Brittany Strain.
Thank you, students, for your service, your leadership, and your inspiration. We wish you the best as many of you continue in your academic journey for your baccalaureate degree and as you all prepare for your career as registered nurses. Alpha Delta Nu.
We'll be talking about the National Student Nurses Association. Its mission is to mentor students preparing for initial licensure as registered nurses and to convey the standards, ethics, and skills that students will need to be responsible and accountable leaders and members of the profession. Founded in 1982, Student Nursing Association is a nonprofit organization for students enrolled in nursing programs. It is dedicated to fostering professional development of the nursing students. These young leaders were selected by their classmates to represent their class. Besides contributing to planning this day, they each had to complete 8 volunteer hours of service to the community, which included the peer mentoring, Save My Starving Children, Young Hearts for Life, a food drive for our food pantry, Walk for the Diabetes, and vision and hearing screening at local schools. Also, they ran multiple fundraisers to raise a donation of $500 for our scholarships. Core values that SNA strives to model after the National Student Nurses Association include advocacy, leadership, autonomy, professionalism, care, diversity, and quality education. These following graduates will be recognized as Student Nurses Association advisors by myself and Dr. Sarah Bourne. Associate Professor Donna Kanak will read the student names of the Associate Board members.
President Thomas Flock. Vice President Sophie K. Langen. Secretary Julia Carmen Hurtado. Treasurer Jenalyn Mendiola. Peer Mentoring Ambassador Gina Cates. Peer Mentoring Ambassador Melanie Rose Velez. Fundraising Events Chair Khadija Shafioddin. And Fundraising Events Co-Chair Mia Allegado. Your SNA.
Congratulations. At this time, we have a special celebration to present the Daisy Award to a graduate that exemplifies the Daisy Foundation's Daisy Award for Extraordinary Nursing Students, which was created to recognize and celebrate nursing students for the above and beyond care and compassion shown to patients and their families. We are going to play a recording that explains...
Hello, my name is Bonnie Barnes, and I'm one of the co-founders and Chief Executive Officer of the Daisy Foundation. I'm delighted to have a moment to share with you why we at Daisy are so passionate about the work that nurses do and the work that I hope all of you will be doing when you are indeed practicing as a nurse. Let me start by introducing you to our family. This is my stepson, my husband Mark's son Patrick, and his wife Tina, and their brand new baby girl. She was born at the end of 1999, and 6 weeks later, Patrick woke up one morning with some blood blisters in his mouth. He went to the doctor, they ran a blood test, and determined that he had an extremely low platelet count. Patrick was admitted to the hospital with a diagnosis of the autoimmune disease ITP. Well, Mark and I were very concerned about this, of course, and we flew to Texas where they lived and thought that he'd be in the hospital for a few days and we would be there to help with the brand new baby and, of course, have some time with the family. Well, Patrick became increasingly ill, and fortunately we were able to spend all of our time in the hospital with him, but at the end of 8 weeks he passed away. Well, all I can tell you is we had been on an emotional roller coaster for those 8 weeks, and suddenly it was over. Now what do we do? Well, we got together with Tina right after he died and started talking about how in the world we could fill that gaping hole in our hearts that his death had caused, and what could we do to keep his very special spirit alive? What positive thing could we hold on to out of those 8 weeks? Well, there was only one positive thing, and that was the care of Patrick's nurses. We expected that they would be excellent from a clinical standpoint, and they were. But what we didn't expect was the way they delivered their care. Patrick's nurses were so compassionate, so thoughtful, so sensitive, not only to him, but to all of us in our family. And when he died, we knew we had to find a way to say thank you for what nurses do each and every day. Not just their clinical excellence, but especially the art of nursing, the compassion they show through the little things that nurses do each day to take care of patients and family members. So we created the DAISY Foundation. DAISY is an acronym for Diseases Attacking the Immune System, and it keeps us rooted in the experience that we had with Pat's nurses. We then created the DAISY Award for Extraordinary Nurses as a way to honor and celebrate extraordinary compassionate care all year long. So the stories of what nurses do, the little things that nurses take for granted, could be spotlighted, highlighted, and made a really big deal about so that nurses would know how much we as patients and families appreciate and respect them, and how grateful we are. Well, some years ago, we decided we needed to extend the DAISY Award to nursing students because, after all, students are doing work and taking care of patients and families. And very often, they were being nominated for the DAISY Award by a patient who didn't know one way or the other if they were a practicing nurse, a licensed nurse, or if they were still in school. So we wanted to celebrate and encourage the work that nurses do when they are students, as well as when they are registered nurses. That's why we now have the DAISY Award for Extraordinary Nursing Students, and I'm so delighted that now I can turn this presentation back over to your School of Nursing to find out who is being honored today. So long, and thank you.
This semester, Thomas Flock was nominated by the nursing faculty to receive this award. Thomas, will you join me up here, please? During Thomas's time in the nursing program, he has had a strong affinity for service and leadership. He has served on the SNA since his second semester, first as a committee member, then as a chair of fundraising and events. Thomas is reliable, compassionate, respectful, professional, and has excellent communication skills. Wow. Qualities that allow him to shine as our current student president. Thomas has exhibited excellent leadership skills this semester and has been a strong advocate for the students. In addition, he has served as a student representative on the full faculty council, providing valuable insight at our monthly meetings, in addition to serving as a peer mentor to our first semester students. Thomas also showed his innovative qualities by taking the lead on our most recent professional development event, Nursing Career Exploration Day. Thanks to Thomas's commitment, this inaugural event proved to be a success. Congratulations, Thomas, on receiving the DAISY Award. Very well deserved. Please join me in congratulating Thomas Flock on receiving the Fall 2022 Student Daisy Award at the College of DuPage. I didn't expect, wow. Thomas, on behalf of receiving the Daisy Award, he has a little swag bag. He is receiving a certificate, a Healing Touch statue, and a Daisy Award pin, along with some extra benefits that are provided to you by the professional, I believe it's the ANA, that come along with getting this Daisy Award. At this time, please sit back and enjoy great memories of the spring class, or fall class, fall class of 2022. At this time, the moment you've all been waiting for, I would like to recognize our graduates. Names will be read by Associate Professor Ann Kopel and Donna Kanick, and pinned by Director of Nursing Nora Sylvia. Blessing of the hands will be done by Carrie Ankeny.
Mia Nicole Aligado. Abigail Atkinson. Allison Bridges. Deshaun Burgess. Mia Bourgueneau. Gina Cates. Jeffrey R. Sellis. Misael Contreras. Ling Ding. Carol Duenas Rosansky. Thomas Flock. Giselle Franco. Yuan Gao. Alexis C. Garcia. Denisha Godwin Itera. Maribel Gutierrez. Mirna Gutierrez. Rose Hamden. John Herrera. Sean M. Hiller. Julia Carmen Hurtado.
Aaliyah M. Jackson. Marta Jasinski. Kayla Jean Pierre. Christina A. Jones. Jess Kelly. Sophie K. Langen. Kayla Liefeld. Jenalyn Villarin Mendiola. Ashley T. Nearson. Christian M. Olea Urrutia. Ariel Perez. Samantha Prince. Nicole L. Rodriguez. Khadija Shafioden. Stavrola Sarzi. Crystal Stevenson. Brittany Strang. Robert Sullivan. Nina Velasquez. Melanie Rose Velez. And Isabella C. Zettner.
At this time, I would like to invite Sophie Langen to the stage to lead in a special recognition for Professor Ann Copel.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sophie, a proud almost graduate of COD's nursing program. I have been given the honor of speaking in regard to one of our faculty members who, as of tomorrow, will also be a new graduate. Professor Ann Copel is a full-time faculty member here at COD. She has contributed so many positive things to this program and goes above and beyond for her students. At this time, I'd like to invite Professor Ann Copel to the stage, as well as graduating students Melanie Velez and Gina Cates to assist me in pinning Professor Copel. On top of being involved in teaching the new generation of nurses, she created the Peer Mentorship Program, which allows new nursing students to find advice and encouragement with returning students. I cannot even put into words how meaningful it is to our nursing students to have that support. As I'm sure many of our family members and friends have observed over the last several years, nursing school is a challenge. Providing students with the chance to seek friendship with others who share this experience is monumental. She also serves as a faculty advisor for the Student Nurse Association, which works to represent the nursing program and serve the community. SNA has been able to accomplish great things this semester, thanks to the support we've received from our advisors. But what spoke to me the most was that she did all these things while returning to school to complete her doctorate in nursing practice in education. I can only hope on behalf of myself and my graduating classmates to be as accomplished and committed as Professor Copel in future endeavors. I am honored to have the privilege of reintroducing you all to Dr. Ann Copel, MSN and DNP.
Wow, thank you guys. This was incredibly special. I can't find the rest of the speech. All right, congratulations, nurses. Please join me in the candle lighting ceremony. Candle or lamp lighting commemorates Florence Nightingale. Remember we talked to her about a minute ago? And she was helping wounded soldiers at night by candlelight. So let's light those candles. Students, please leave your candles lit for the Nightingale Pledge. I now invite Dr. Nancy Pedges to lead in the reciting the pledge. Will all the nurses in the audience please stand, and nurses at home watching or this broadcast, please join our graduates in reciting the Nightingale Pledge.
Hello, I'm just so happy and so proud of all of you today. Please join me in the Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I shall abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and shall not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I shall do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters including to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. I shall be loyal to my work and devoted towards the welfare of those committed to my care. Thank you.
You can blow them out and be seated. In closing, I would like to thank all of you for joining us for this glorious celebration of the graduates' accomplishment and their rite of passage into the nursing profession. Thank you, everyone. Please stay safe and healthy and enjoy your holiday. Graduates, you may process out. Wait, okay, one row at a time. First row. Good job. Bring them back in. Professor Copel, please circle the graduates back in. We're just going to do a group photo. if nursing graduates, nursing students, come back. Come on, Christian, rail them in. Let's go, guys. Woo!